Who's that? Janvi. Who is the other kid? Dhruvi, right?
Yes.
Oh, you're joining for the first time, Dhruvi?
No, I joined last show.
Oh, welcome. Welcome to the call, Dhruvi. So nice to see you. I loved your name. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry for the sound. Okay. Just need to send this link in the group. Once we will send, our friends will join. Live class now. Please join the call. Join call. Perfect. Whose microphone is on? Okay. Janavi, why did you took the host? Janavi, did you press something? Don't press, okay? I think it's Krishna Keshav maybe. Krishna Keshav, did you press something? Huh? Tell me, unmute. Did you press something? What did you press, Krishna Keshav?
Mataji, did you call me?
Yeah, Krishna Keshav took my host.
Oh, but remember Krishna Keshav, he's right in front of the computer.
You just want to be a host and do a class.
Mataji, so excited to meet you. Mataji, I made you something.
But you were using it.
But I will give it to her. Mataji, what happened to your computer?
Unmute yourself, Mataji.
This is for you. Hey.
Thank you. Oh.
Hey, Param, what happened? Why are you covering yourself like that?
Because it's cold. Mataji, for you. Because I'm just cold. This is for Mataji.
Even now it is blurred?
Now it's gone. Now it's gone.
Mataji, this is for you. Mataji, this is for you.
Thank you. I have one that you made for Jagannath. It just came off. I kept it.
Oh, Mataji, you don't know how to keep it. Oh, Mataji, it's easy to keep it on.
Oh, just keep like this?
Yeah, you take the other, you take that other end this side. I'll show you, Mataji. I'll take mine off and I'll show you.
Simple. Just put it in that back. That's it.
Someone's talking.
I think internet is
Let me
not
show her. Hey, Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Abhigya. Thank you for joining in. Nice to see you back. So, Padma Sakhi Mataji, I think your internet is fluctuating. It's going and coming back. Okay. So anyway, I will hand over the call to Padma Sakhi Mataji. Padma Sakhi Mataji will take over from here.
Issues, okay. Let me see one before even we start. We will start and we'll see how it goes. Huh? So who is there? Param. Param, is it cold?
I'm just feeling cold, not a cold.
Okay, Janavi, Abhigya. It's been a long time. After break, I'm Subhadra, Giridhari. Who can't? Everybody can hear my voice, right? Somebody is saying they can't hear my voice.
I can hear you, Mataji.
Yeah.
Now we can hear you. Now we can hear you.
Ramachandra, Hare
Mataji,
Krishna.
we can hear you. Mommy.
Hare Krishna. Okay. So we will today try to start and then end it little early by 8:85. I have some. Oh,
Hare Mataji.
Dhruvi. Hare Krishna. Okay, Mataji, I was thinking to ask you. So, can you tell me what is the shloka, please?
Mataji, yesterday, like Sita Priti Mataji, she said like the verse. Like what verse we're gonna do tomorrow.
I'm sharing my screen. What is the shloka? Did Mataji tell?
Yes, Mataji. So what I remember, it was like the third canto. I
Yes,
think it's the
Mataji.
28th verse, but I forgot which chapter. Yeah. It's third canto.
It is unmuted, Vrinda.
Mataji sent the PPT. Wait, let me see.
Can you hear me, Padma Sakhi Mataji?
Yeah, I can hear. Can you hear me?
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
So it's a sloka is
1.5.11, right?
no. No, Mataji.
That is there in her class.
Okay, 1 second. Yeah, 1.5.11. Yes, that's one. Correct. It's 1.5.11.
Who knows? Can somebody start prayers? Balvrinda, you start.
Prayers, it seems, Vrinda. You want to start? Mataji, maybe other kids.
I want this.
Okay, do that. చెయ్యి తొందరగా. Yes, Vrinda.
తస్మై శ్రీ
గురువే నమః.
Hey, Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Nirvishesha Shubhani Vastashatayini Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare.
Good. Who wants to start the shloka?
Mataji, can I start the shloka?
Who is asking?
Mataji, can I go after Mataji?
Okay, first Shubhadra, next Kabir.
Tadvag visargo janataga viplavo yasmin pratishlokam adhyavatyapi.
तद्वाग् विसर्गो जनताग विप्लवो यस्मिन् प्रतिश्लोकमबध्यवत्यपि.
Oh, Mataji taught too. Okay. Same thing, right? It is who wants to try the next two lines?
Me, Mataji. Can my brother go?
Hare
Okay,
Krishna Mataji.
No. Kabir started. No, let him continue. Kabir, continue.
Okay. Namani
Tadvag visargo, same like that. Namani anantasya yaso.
namani anantyasya yaso
Yasonkitani yat shrinvanti gayanti grinanti sadava.
shriyanti gayanti grinanti sadhava.
Sadhava. Okay. Giridhari?
Yes, Mataji.
Hmm.
Tadvad visarga janataga viplava yasmin pratishlokam abhadyavadyapi namanyanantasya yashanikantaniyat shrivanti gayanti grinanti sadava. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Wonderful. Who is raising hands? Kabir is done. Kabir, lower your hand. Who is raising hand? Param?
Okay, Mataji. Can I go ahead?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tadva vigarsho janataga viplavo yasmin pratishlokam abhadvat api
Abhadavate api.
padya api nyamana anantasya
Namani anantasya.
namani anantasya
Tadvag visargo like that. Namani anantasya yason kitani yat.
namani anantasya yaso
Yason kitani
Tani
shrinvanti.
Shinvanti Gayanti Gananti Sadhava.
Good job. Okay. Ramachandra.
Okay, Mataji. Tatvarg visarga janataka viplava yasmin pratishlokamabaddhavatyapi namanyanantasya hasokitanyat shrinvanti gayanti ginanti sadhava.
Amazing Ramachandra. Very nice. Abhigya.
Tatvarg visargo janataka viplavo yasmin pratishlokamabaddhavatyapi namanyanantasya yasoniktanyat
Yason
Shrinvan
kitani.
Yashonikani yat Shrinvanti Gayanti Grananti Shadava. Mataji.
Praise Janavi.
Krishagam Janataka Viplavam Asmin Pratishlokamabhyavatyapi Namananda Sayasonikatyaniyat Shanvanti Gayanti Gananti Yatsarava.
Okay, for Radhashima, you are coming to Dallas, Janavi.
I don't think so, Mataji.
Who's raising hand? Dhruvi Smileys. Okay, you try.
Adva Visargo Janataga Viplavo Yasmin Prati Slokam Abhadavati Api Namani Ananstaya Yasoni Niketina Yat Sirvante Gayanti Grinanti Sadhava.
Well tried. Anybody else wants to try? Ramachandra did. Param, Vrinda, I think, went for her class. Kabir is done. Isha, you want to try or no?
I'll try. Tatvarg visarga
Here. Visargo Janata Viplavo
Yasmin
Prati Shlokam
Pratibhavapati Api Dayanasya Yes
Namani Anantasya Yason.
Purakrita Shivati Gayati Gihati Sadhava. Thank you, Mataji.
Janavi, you're raising hand? No? Samskriti. Go ahead, Amma.
Tadvag Visargo Janataga Viplavo Yasmin Pratishlokamabadyavatapi Namni Anantasya Yasoniktaniyat Shrinvanti Gayanti Grananti Sadhava.
Wonderful, amazing. Aradita, you want to try?
Yeah.
Nice name. Tell.
Tadva Visargo
Janata ka viplavo.
Janata viplago yasim
Pratishlok.
pratishlok
Abadvati api.
abadvati api
Namani anantasya.
namani anastasya
Yashon kitaniyat.
yashonitakit
Shrinvanti gayanti grinanti sadava. Shrinvanti gayanti grinanti
grinanti sadhava
sadhava.
sadhava.
Okay, very nice. I think almost everybody tried. Okay. All of your schools started, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
Mataji.
Is there anybody whose school didn't start yet? Anvita, no, your school didn't start?
it did.
It did. You're from which place? I'm seeing you for the first time.
Yeah, we are in Tampa, teacher.
Oh, you're in Tampa. I am also in Tampa. Where in Tampa?
She joined in the very first class, but later on her like taekwondo, another classes, they are been setting up. So we joined yesterday as well.
Okay.
I
Okay,
think
keep
with Preeti Mataji we joined for the first time.
Oh,
First.
you keep joining whenever you have time. So where do you live in Tampa? Which part
In
of
West
Tampa?
Chase, in West Chase.
West Chase.
Yeah, she joined in the whole summer camp.
Oh, in the ISKCON Tampa summer camp.
Huh.
So did she come to Ayyappa temple the last day?
Yeah, even she came.
Very nice. Okay, wonderful.
Yeah,
Keep
she
joining.
joined yesterday. She learned first 2 lines. Maybe can you help her on the second 2 lines?
Yes.
She just came from one class. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, I can help her. I usually come on every Wednesday. Today, because tomorrow I have a home program, I swapped it with the teacher.
Okay. So every day is it Bhagavatam prayers only, teacher? I saw that there are stories or
Stories. First we start with shloka, then the stories, and then a drawing or a Sanskrit verse, moral stories. Or Thursday is moral stories. Wednesday is when I come, there's a craft or drawing. Tuesday there is Sanskrit recital. Monday there is reading.
Okay.
Apart from the Bhagavatam class and the shloka.
Okay.
Okay, Anvita, try. You learned the first two. You want to try?
Yeah.
Tadvag visargo.
Please stay connected.
Tadvag visargo
Janataga viplavo.
janataga vipravo
Yasmin pratishlokam.
yasmin pratishlokam
Abadvati api.
abadvati api
Namani anantasya.
namani anantasya
Yashon kitaniyat.
yashonikانiyat
Yashon kitaniyat.
yashonkitانiyat
Yashon kitaniyat. Shrinvanti gayanti.
shrinvanti gayanti
Grinanti sadava.
grinanti sadhava.
Very nice. Okay, so
Mataji, where can we take this printout?
you can see Srimad Bhagavatam 1.5.11 shloka in Veda base. You type Veda base, like, because everybody will have, but you, for the authenticity, please see 1.5.11 Veda base, you will find the shloka.
Okay.
Okay, now we'll get into our Bhagavatam discussion. I will share the PPT. And for the next 20 minutes, we will discuss, okay? Okay. I'm connecting. Did I share my screen?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so today we will see a new chapter, 3.29. So shlokas will be third chapter, 29th chapter, sorry, where am I? Third canto, 29th chapter, verse number 1 to 12. Okay. So
Mataji says 1 and 2.
basic, I'm saying 1 to 12. I'm just keeping two shlokas on each PPT. 2 or 1.
Oh, okay, Mataji.
Okay. So now in this, it starts like Devahuti. Who is Devahuti? Who is she? Don't have to raise hand. You can unmute and answer.
Mataji, so Devahuti is the mother of Kapil Muni.
Wonderful. Yeah. So she is asking, what is she asking? You have already described the symptoms of the total material nature. So there is a discussion going on between Devahuti and Kapil Muni, right? Mother and son. So she's asking, you described everything about material nature. Now I'm requesting you to explain the path of devotional service. What is the path? How can we go to it? What is the ultimate end of all philosophical systems? There are so many philosophies, right? So she's asking, what is the ultimate end of all these philosophical systems? She's asking these questions. So the first thing, the chapter is devotional service, right? The chapter is titled as devotional service. So why are we here in Krishna consciousness? We are here to know the how to perform devotional service, right? First we will learn, then we will do it, then we want to do it more and more without mistakes. We want to do it improvise, right? So we are all here to perform devotional service. That is why we are joining all these classes. So what does Gita say in Gita? Bahunam janmanam ante, right? What is the Jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. So what is Krishna saying in Gita? Krishna is saying after many, many births, who exactly have some knowledge, actual knowledge, they only will surrender to me. They will know that I am the cause of all causes. And he said, this kind of great souls who will know that I am the cause of all causes is very rare. Krishna is saying, one who will know that I am everything, everything is coming from me, that kind of person is very rare. Only after many, many, many births, this kind of people will be there. So we are all on that path, right? We would have passed so many births, there's so many times. We would have been born, dead, and finally we came into this devotional path. So we are trying to do so that we will understand that Krishna is the cause of all causes and we will get all that knowledge. That is why, right? And see, if you take the example of Dhruva Maharaj, what happened to Dhruva Maharaj? We don't want to go into the story, but his stepmother insulted him. He was very upset. He was crying. He went to his mother. His mother said he was in anger. He was hissing like a snake in anger because he was very upset. His stepmother was not letting him sit on his own father's lap, right? So he was very angry. And then what did his mother say? Mother said, what your stepmother said is right. What can be done? You have to go and ask only God. God only can do something for you. So then when he went, who comes to Dhruva?
Lord
Vishnu. Narada Muni has a capacity. He would have given the boons, right? He would have said like, okay, do all these things. Okay, what you want? This, he would have given. But Narada Muni had the capacity. He didn't give. What he did, he gave a mantra. He gave the process. He wanted Dhruva Maharaj to do devotional service. He didn't just say, oh, you want this? Okay, granted. He could have done that, but he didn't do. So a great person like Narada Muni is trying to give Dhruva Maharaj what? Devotional service. So that way we can understand how devotional service is very, 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 very important. See now, Devahuti asked, what is the ultimate end for any philosophy, right? You might be any philosophy, but if that philosophy is not teaching you devotional service, then it is like, husk. Rice comes from that paddy husk, right? So after the paddy comes, they bang it. When they keep on banging, the paddy comes out. The paddy only we want, right? Paddy is the rice. We want that. But it is said that if one is not following If you're following a philosophy which is not teaching devotional service, then it is like hitting an empty husk. You're just hitting an empty husk. You don't get any paddy. It's waste of time, right? Imagine you take an empty husk and keep on banging and you say no paddy is coming, no rice is coming. What is the use? You wasted your time, right? So it's like that. And what did Krishna do? Dhruva Maharaj heard to Narada Muni. He performed the devotional service. And finally, what happened to him? What happened to him? Who will say? No.
He met like Krishna, and then what happened was Krishna like asked him like what like boon like what does he want, and then he told that, so then he became like the king. You're mute.
Mataji, you're muted.
I don't know how I got it. So Krishna came and Krishna awarded him which loka? Which planet? Which planet? Dhruva Loka. You know who, even Brahma, he doesn't have entry in Dhruva Loka. Brahma also cannot go to Dhruva Loka. But he awarded. Why he awarded? Why do you think he awarded that to Dhruva Maharaj?
Because he had to he was doing like austerities.
Just austerities? Then Hiranyakashipu also did lot of austerities. What did Dhruva perform that impressed Lord Narayana?
Maybe
Huh?
he did devotional service and he did it as well.
Yes, he did devotional service. That impressed. Sorry, I'm sending some link to Dina Krishna for his class. That's wonderful. I sent it. You can go. So that is the importance of following devotional service, right? And if there is no Krishna consciousness, see, you know, Jiva Jago song Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sang, right? In that they're saying, sleeping souls, wake up, and you all can ask, where am I sleeping? I am always awake. Why are you saying I'm sleeping? Sleeping means if you have no Krishna consciousness, that means anything that you're doing.
You're sleeping in the hands of Maya.
Yeah, anything that you're doing, if it's not Krishna consciousness, you're doing something, then it is actually you're sleeping, because you're doing in mode of, when you're sleeping, you're in mode of ignorance. So any activity that you perform is in mode of ignorance if there is no Krishna consciousness. So devotional service is very, very important. And then Devuti is also asking, what? Just leave it till here, no problem. So Devuti is also now asking, my dear Lord, can you please tell me for me and also for the people, the continuation process of birth and death? For by hearing such calamities, by knowing about this process of death and birth, maybe we will be detached from the activities of the material world. Can you please explain? Right? So the changing of bodies, birth, death, again a body, again a body. So it's called samsara. So Devuti is requesting Kapila Muni to explain this journey, so that if we understand that, then we feel grateful, right? She's asking to explain all that. Then when we know that one day we are going to die, we are going to leave this. Janavi is chanting or singing. She's in ecstasy. Right? So go. What? It's so okay. Tell you have a class. I'm telling. Can you give me a minute? Okay. So now she's also asking, can you please tell about time? She's asking, what is time? Can you describe time? Can you also tell? And she's saying, like, which is a representation of you. We all know Krishna is time. Krishna comes in the form of time, right? And by whose influence in general engage in the perform. So if you tell me about time, she says that we can engage ourselves in the performance of pious activities. So what happens is, we all know, you have been hearing, don't waste time, because time is Krishna. If we waste, it doesn't come back. Krishna comes He reminds us everything. According to, like, based on our time only, we get reactions for our karmic reaction, like our bad and good deeds, right? When time comes, you'll get nice things happening to you. When time comes, you'll get all the bad things happening to you. So Krishna is the form of time. He's showing you all those things, right? And time, everybody has a different time. Jahnavi has a different time. I have a different time. Jagannath has a different time. We all, when we are born, we have a particular time to live. Some bugs, they die in 1 hour. Some die in 1 day. They're born in the morning, they die in the night. Some they're morning this year, they die next year. Brahma has a different time to live. We have a different time to live. All of us has different times to live. But everybody has to die, right? So one day we all have to die, but we all have particular time. And how we
Who thought he wasn't gonna die, but everyone has to die in this age.
Yeah. So, but what we do, that's why she's asking, can you also describe about time so that in general, the people can engage in performing pious activities? And if we waste our time, see, if I want to become like you all, can I become?
No.
Can we become? Can
No.
we become like you? Many times I regret. I went. Many times I think, I would have not wasted my time when I was in 10th grade. I should have done like this when I'm in 11th grade. I wasted particular amount of time, so I got little less grade. I always tell my kids, don't waste time. Because that time we don't realize. And now when we want that time back, we will not get. Today, every day if we calculate, how many of you agree we waste some time? Can you tell Jahnavi how much time you will waste approximately in a day?
Like sometimes, a lot.
Tell me now, Abhigya, what about you?
It depends on what day it is.
Weekdays?
On weekdays, usually I do my homework, which it's not exactly related to Krishna consciousness. So in a way, that's time wasting.
No, if you're doing your work, that's okay. You're students, you have to study. It need not be Krishna conscious, but how much time we waste? Anvita,
But I also have like 1 hour of free time and other.
Anvita.
Sometimes on tests, I feel like I got it right, and then the next day, I'm like, oh my god, I could have done this yesterday, and I would have got it correct instead of getting it wrong. But I can't go back there, to the past and fix it, and then come back and get an 100.
Okay, Anvita, you tell me how much time you waste on the weekends. Let me keep it like that. Weekdays, you're all busy studying.
I mean, on the weekdays, I waste some time by watching TV. On the weekends, I waste more time by watching TV and playing.
Okay. Soumya.
Mataji, can I go?
Yes.
Okay, well, I would usually every day I'd have 1 hour to do 8 malas. So, but if I were to waste time, I'd probably waste time in like watching TV sometimes. And then playing outside isn't really considered wasting time because you're doing exercise. So I wouldn't consider that wasting time. You utilize the time to do exercise. So I'm not sure if that's wasting time.
No, exercising is fine.
I would consider watching TV wasting time.
Exercising is fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
We all
I
agree.
and give myself TV time and try to get all my 8 malas done in one day.
Good job. So we all agree that we waste time, right? So that's what time is Krishna. If you remember that, that means we are not utilizing Krishna properly, right? That means we are wasting us in the form of time, but we are wasting it, right? Yeah. So then, next, she's again asking, my dear Lord, you're just like the sun. You take away the darkness. because of their eyes, because you give knowledge and their eyes open, you remove the darkness. So she's asking, therefore, without your shelter, they are falsely engaged. See, if we don't follow Krishna consciousness, she's saying we are falsely engaged by the actions and reactions of the material activities. So that's what she's saying. You are like the sun, you remove all the darkness. Without you, we are all, basically she's saying we are not doing proper things. And she says, and then Maitreya said, O best among the Kurus, the great sage Kapila, moved by great compassion. Now, Kapila really liked the way her mom was asking. She's very compassionate. She's asking for everybody, right? So because of her compassion, he really liked her questions and he started speaking. So basically what is she saying? If we don't do proper like Krishna consciousness, we are falsely engaged, like mirage. When we see a mirage, if you're very thirsty in the desert, you start running thinking there is water. We waste our time thinking that we'll find something. Even in this material world, like that only, right? We have to do our studies, we have to do our jobs, but we should always remember Krishna. That is the thing. If we don't remember, then what is happening? It's just like we are running for a mirage and you don't get it. You will never get it. You will be born again, you will not get it. You're dissatisfied, birth after birth, unless and until you're engaged in Krishna consciousness activities. Otherwise, you're fatigued, tired, running for mirage, looking like there is water. You're just tired. Like that, we are also tired. She's saying all that. And like sandcastle example, you know, right? What is sandcastle? Sandcastle, how many of you like to go to beach and make sandcastles? Just, yeah. And what happens? All of a sudden, the water comes and it's gone. Like that, we build so many plans here in this material world, but all plans get flopped with time. Eventually, the time takes everything. Like recently on Sunday, there was a Tamil actor, okay, in Tamil Nadu. He's becoming he worked so hard in his life, very, very poor family. He didn't have food to eat. He didn't have school. He used to go to school and sleep in a temple. And next day morning he would go because he cannot walk 100 kilometers back to his house. No school, nothing. So hard work. And now he's really coming up in life. He became famous. He's earning some money. He's building his own house. He was happy that he will not be poor anymore. And all of a sudden, Sunday, he had a heart attack and he passed away. He was building so many plans. All of a sudden, he went to a movie shooting for dubbing. He was doing his dubbing. He collapsed and he died. So that's like the sandcastle. We build so many plans, but it just goes. And then Lord Kapila now is telling, oh, noble lady, there are so many paths, multifarious paths of devotional service. He's saying there are so many paths in devotional service. And he says that in Bhagavad Gita, we have those 4 paths, right? One who wants money will go to God. One who is in distress will go to God. One who wants to seek the knowledge will go to God. And one who is inquisitive will go to God. These 4 people: money, inquisitiveness, distress, and what is the other thing I said? Knowledge. Who wants knowledge? So he said there are so many paths. Everybody approaches God in a different way, right? And so his mother, because she's very compassionate towards the fallen soul, he was very pleased. Krishna will be very pleased when we ask for somebody else than we ask for ourselves, right? He'll be so happy. That's why it said that when others pray for you, Krishna will fulfill. Then you pray, because he's very happy that everybody is thinking about others. That's why now Kapila Muni started answering, and he said there are so many paths. And he said, devotional service executed by a person who is envious, proud, angry, violent, who is a separatist, is considered to be in mode of darkness. So now we all are in devotional service, but not all are in equal level. Everybody are at different levels. Some are doing, as he said, like with envious. You're proud that you're doing service. You're proud that everybody is glorifying you. Devotees get angry. Devotees get violent. So he said these kind of devotional service performers are in darkness. They're in mode of ignorance. Like we should not be proud. That's it, right? We should not be proud. We should not think that we are great. We should not think like that. Actually, what is a separatist? Separatist means we are not thinking the way Krishna is thinking. We are not thinking like him. We are not thinking the way he wants us to be. Like Krishna doesn't want us to be proud. He doesn't like being pride. He doesn't like being envious. He doesn't like being violent. He doesn't like being angry. But if we do all these things, that means we are a separatist. We are not acting the way he wants us to act. Right? And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is a great saint. He said we should be not doing friendship with that kind of devotees. We should avoid. That's what he said. So he explained devotional service in mode of darkness. See, when we do devotional service in envy, it is like if a teacher gives punishment with two naughty kids, and she will say, both of you hold your ears. Like I am holding your ear, you are holding my ear. And she says, pull each of your ears. That is a punishment. So acting envious means we are envious about others. We are jealous. We want to pull them down. We don't want them to come up in life. If they're doing nice service, we are greedy. We are envious. We don't want them to do. So being envious in devotional service is like, pulling them, pulling like ears, like that. And then mode of passion. What is mode of passion? That means you're doing with a motivation. You have a motivation. You're not doing it without expecting anything. Suppose I give something to Abhigya. I expect her in return. Like Abhigya, I gave to Abhigya. Now Abhigya have to give me something. I gave something to Kabir. So now Kabir has to give me something. I gave to Param. He has to give me something. So expecting something and doing is with a motivation. So if devotees are doing with any interest, not if you're not thinking like I'm just doing for Krishna. I'm just doing for him. Like suppose, for example, recently when my Guru Maharaj came to Alachua, I wanted to give some Lakshmi to Guru Maharaj. So I didn't have Lakshmi. I borrowed it from one Mataji, $200. And then I forgot. Suddenly yesterday I remembered and I called her and I asked, did I give you? She said, no, Mataji, it's okay, Mataji. I'm not expecting it back. It is for Guru Maharaj. So of course, I gave back, but I'm telling that not expecting anything is very, very important. Okay. So, but if you're expecting something from Krishna, if we say, oh, Krishna, I have been chanting since 10 years. I have been doing all these services to you. Now you're doing like this to me. How can you do like this? If we talk like that, expecting something, that means we are in mode of passion. And what is mode of goodness? Mode of goodness means you do everything for Krishna, but you don't ask him anything. And anything you get, you will think it is by the mercy of the Lord. Like you get a good job, you'll think it's by the mercy of the Lord. You want to spend it for Krishna. You buy the vegetables, but you think I'm buying this for Krishna. And because you buy them, you cook and you offer. But you are only eating, but your consciousness, you're thinking, I'll buy a good altar for Krishna. I'll buy a good dress for Krishna. I will cook nicely for Krishna. I will dress myself nicely for Krishna. So thinking, worshipping Krishna, but thinking like this, like not without any motivation, is mode of goodness. And then she says, unadulterated devotion means your devotion is not contaminated. Unadulterated means devotion without being contaminated. Okay. So unadulterated devotion is exhibited when one is attracted. When can you do a good devotional service? Without expecting anything, when can you do? Only when you love Krishna. How can you love Krishna? Only by hearing about him, his qualities. Suppose somebody comes and says, wow, Anvita is very good girl. She's a topper. She went to nationals. She did this, she did that. We get very inquisitive, right? Oh, Anvita is very nice. Mataji always says, oh, like that we will talk, right? We will talk like that. We will think about them. So now if we hear about Krishna, we will think, oh, wow, Krishna is very nice. Krishna is very merciful. Like that, we'll start liking him, right? So hearing about Krishna, chanting about Krishna, hearing his names, we will get that uncontaminated devotional service. And then she says, just as the water of Ganges flows naturally, devotional service also flows naturally. Like when water is flowing, even a stone comes, it will go the other way. Even other stone comes, it flows the other way. So like that, they said like devotional service can, like Ganges flows without any stop. Nothing material can stop our devotion. So that's what he's saying. If we hear about Lord's names, his qualities, then we will develop that love. And just like Ganges is flowing, our devotional service will never stop towards Krishna. Our devotional service will always remain the same. So that is what they are discussing today. That is what they are discussing. And see, today, did you all understand?
Yes.
Okay, I want one of you to summarize two points at least. Who will raise hands?
Mataji, can I say 2 points?
Yes.
So one of the points that you said was we should not do anything for like something. We should just do it for Krishna. That was the first point.
Without
And-
expecting anything.
Yeah, don't expect anything. And the other point, what is that if you like give someone like a gift, like or anything, don't like expect anything back because it's because of Krishna. We shouldn't do that because it's not like good.
Okay,
But
now we'll give a chance to others, okay?
Mataji,
Giridhari. Who is that? Kabir. Giridhari will take 1 point, then Kabir 1 more.
Yes, Mataji. So one point is when Prabhupada said, when you said, Mataji, that like we should always engage our mind and service, words, deeds, forms of Lord Krishna, and always meditate on him. Hare Krishna, Mataji, as a devotee.
Okay, thank you, Giridhari. Kabir.
1 second.
Okay. While you're saying today we
Yes.
will do this
Yes,
drawing.
Mataji, okay. Now let me tell my point. Okay. So, 1 point is like what you were saying is that when you're like getting something, maybe you should say like you're getting it for Krishna only.
Oh,
That
yeah, that is Krishna consciousness. We get everything, but we just think like you only eat the prasadam. Krishna is not eating, right? You only wear your dress. But when you buy, you just offer it. You buy a house and you stay there. Of course, you'll have deities. But then you think you bought it for Krishna. That is pure devotional. There are 3 types of devotional services. One in mode of goodness, one is mode of passion, one is mode of darkness. Mode of darkness is you're angry, you're violent, you're envious. Still you do devotional service. Passion is you're expecting something. Okay, so today we will just do this simple drawing. See, envy, what is
Okay.
happening?
Can I add to the point where what we understood? I was going to what Bram said, how we should do it without motive or any expectation. Because if we do it with expectation or with motive, it's called Gaitava Dharma, and that's not good because it's kind of like when we say, Krishna, I will only do 16 rounds if let me get an A on my test. Like they do the 16 rounds not out of love, but of their love for the test, because they wish, because now they're only going to think about their A on their test instead of thinking of Krishna. They're only going to think of that. So you shouldn't do that, because even if you do a 16 rounds, it won't be love for Krishna. It'll just be happiness for yourself because you're going to get an A on your test.
Yeah, I know sometimes kids think like that. Okay. Sometimes Dina Krishna also will ask me, will I get a gift if I chant my rounds? Okay, so you'll do this simple drawing. So you're happy, and then when somebody else is envious, they will try to spoil your happiness. So that's the drawing. You'll do that in 5 minutes, and then we will end the call, okay?
Mataji, I'm done.
Wonderful, Nana. Giridhari, keep a book, beta, because papers you keep throwing. When you keep a book, in dollar store, get 1 book. It's just $1, right? Next time, get it, keep it, then you will have it as in 1 book.
Oh, okay, Mataji. I
Papers,
thought we got only paper.
yeah, papers, what we do, we take it and we throw it. You lose it.
Yes, Mataji.
But very nice drawing. Keep it in the group. Send a picture. You're always very inspiring.
Thank you, Mataji.
Okay, beta. Why am I singing suddenly?
Thank you, Mataji, for a nice class.
Oh, I thought of telling a story. Why I didn't tell? Can I tell now simultaneously when I'm drawing?
Yeah, tell Mataji.
Okay. I think I told this one time, but I thought, see, Krishna loves his devotees, right? So for somebody who is new, the story is new. While drawing, you can hear. So in Vittal's place, Pandharpur, there used to live one lady called Janabai. I think I said this story. But somebody who don't know, okay? So this Janabai is from a very low caste, very poor lady, and nobody would let her, enter the temple. So, but she would make this atta, whole wheat, right? They put it in a grinder. In olden days, they do something like this. So the grinder that she used to make that wheat flour, now we put it in mixie, not like that, with hand churn. My grandmother used to do that. Your parents also might know. There are two stones like this, one on the top, one on here. There will be a hole on top, and then there will be one stick, tight stick, and there is a hole beside. They'll put grains in there, and those grains will come in between these two stones. And the top stone with that stick, you keep rotating. And then the atta comes, the atta keeps falling around. So very hard job. So she used to do that. And sometimes she used to get orders for rotis, for making atta, and she would get very tired and she would say, Vittala, I'm getting very tired. Why don't you help? And Lord really would come and help. Though she's low caste, Sudra lady, he would come because he loves, she's a devotee, seeing her devotion, he likes her. So he used to do like that. And one day, she was arguing with one lady for the cow dung cakes. And when somebody from the king's court, they will say, and they will say, you're a nice lady. Why are you arguing for those cow dung cakes? And she says, no, I made those specially for making for my Lord. I have to cook on those cow dung cakes. They're very special. That's why, but she stole, she took them and she's claiming that it is hers. That's why I'm arguing. And they say, how will we know they're yours? She already mixed it up with theirs. How will we know? Then she will say, every cow dung that I made will resonate the name of Vittal. So when they keep in the ear, really it will say, Vittala, 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 Vittala. Like that, Vittal, the cow dung will be saying. Then they were all amazed by her devotion. And one day, she was making atta, she was tired, Vittala was coming and helping, and he said, I will sleep here only. Today I'm very tired, I don't want to go back to temple. He doesn't have nice bed, but finally he will sleep on palm leaves and she will give one chadar for him to cover. Next day morning, everybody who went for darshan, they saw the Lord with the chadar, with a small, what do we call chadar as? No, yeah, was
Blanket of shawl.
yeah, small
Blanket of shawl.
Yeah, shawl. Shawl. Then they will see that Lord is missing his jewelry. They get very confused. Then they understand that shawl is hers. Then they will think maybe night Janabai light Jagannath. Then they will think, oh, maybe Janabai came to steal the jewelry and she forgot her shawl. They will arrest her, but she will not explain the story. She will think, if Lord doesn't want to tell, why should I tell? I'll be quiet till he tells. Then they will give her a punishment of being hanged because she did a mistake of stealing Lord's jewelry. So the day she was about to hang, the rope becomes water. It becomes water. They are not able to hang. Then he will come and reveal. So everybody was so proud of Janabai's devotion. So Krishna will do anything if you do devotional service. He will go to any extent if you perform devotional service. He loves his devotees. So we also can become like the Janabai, in doing everything with love and devotion to the Lord. Right? I wanted to share this small story with you.
Thank you,
So
Mataji. It was
you all,
inspiring.
yeah, you all finished the drawing. Should I stop the sharing? It's very easy, right? You all can share in the group. How many of you finished? Janavi finished. Giridhari finished. Isha is drawing. Anvita is drawing. I don't see Krishna Nayana, Param, Kabir. Aradhita, you're drawing, beta?
Mataji, I'm done.
Okay, Isha is done. Anvita is doing. So I think today, as I said, I want to leave little bit early. I have some guests at home. So you finish up the drawing and please send in the group. Okay, if you send in the group, I will see and we all will reply. All the teachers will message to you. Okay, thank you so much. Vancha kalpa tarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavane. Good night, everyone.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Good
See you
night.
next week, Wednesday. Hari bol.
Mataji,
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, we can't post in the group, Mataji. It says only admin can post.
Okay, I will remove that. I will change that, Mataji. I'm going to change it now. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Anvita, you send your drawing, we will reply. Okay, Hare Krishna, all of you. Bye. Good night.
Yesterday also she wanted to answer for some question. So, Padma Mataji.
Oh, you can use the raise hand option because mostly we will be looking at raise hand options.
Okay. Thank you, Mataji.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for joining, Anvita. Thank you so much. Thank you all kids. Bye-bye.